Do you know what is 6'7"?
I've seen my daughter doing it.
So I have a son. When he was doing it, I asked him, "What is it?" He's like, "Mama, 6'7". And I said, "Yes, I understood it is 6'7". What is Everyone is doing it. It's trending, you don't know. My question to you is, in the generation or in the time where social media plays an important role in our children's life, how do you keep your children grounded?
So social media, yes. The trends, yes. They are there and they will be there. If I say, no, I keep them away from it, no, not possible in today's world. But at the same time, we make sure that at home we try our best that they are having conversations at home more in a physical environment.
Namaste. Welcome to our podcast, The Art of Educating. Today we are having a conversation with a parent who have two beautiful daughters. They are kind, they are empathetic, they have passion for music, and yet they are very different from each other. Today we have Srishti ji in our studio to have this conversation on raising wise and raising kind. Namaste, Srishti ji.
Namaste.
Today I want to just tell you before we start, do you know what is 6'7"?
I've seen my daughter doing it. But when I asked what is it, everybody is doing it.
Correct. So I have a son who's just entering the teenage factor and giving me nightmares. So when he was doing it, I asked him, "What is it?" He's like, "Mama, 6'7". And I said, "Yes, I understood it is 6'7". What is Everyone is doing it. It's trending, you don't know." Then I was like, okay, fine. So my question to you is, in the generation or in the time where social media plays an important role in our children's life, where what is trending plays an important role in our children's life, in the race of being updated and up to the mark, how do you keep your children grounded or kind or being empathetic? How do you manage to do that?
So that's a very broad question that you have asked me. So
It can be very simple.
We can have a 1 hour conversation on it. So social media, yes. The trends, yes. They are there and they will be there. So if I say, no, I keep them away from it, no, not possible in today's world. But at the same time, we make sure that that virtual world does not become their real world. So at home we try our best that they are having conversations at home more in a physical environment. We have our family time where we all sit together, we eat, we chat. So I will say about the trends, of course these days those trends are there and there's no stopping them from following those or not really, because that is what they talk, I feel, in their circle. So if we tell them that no, you should not be talking about this, it will not work.
Yes, and they get FOMO.
Yes.
The fear of missing out
Yes.
is also there.
So I'll tell you, since you mentioned about FOMO, there are things they will have FOMO, but if we are clear in our thought is, as parents, what I feel and my husband feels is, if we are clear in our thought that this is okay, so okay, if they are feeling that we are missing out, let's not stop. But this part we are not okay with. So even if they're feeling they are missing out,
Correct.
let it be. Because you can't just blindly follow everything that's going around you.
So true. So basically the point is to make them understand the difference between the right and the wrongs, which always come back to the old values.
So over time what has happened is that so I have two daughters and the difference is 4 years. So now with the elder one, we feel that she has started to understand that, okay, I am missing this out, but that's okay. With the younger one, she's still in that phase where she's trying to figure out. So there we have to be more invested in guiding. And with the elder one, we gradually are seeing that she is herself able to take that calls. So I feel as parents, we need to give them freedom also, so that they are able to take those calls. But at the same time, we have to be there to oversee that at this stage, if those calls are correct in our mind, I mean our understanding or not. As parents, it's a difficult conversation, because I will say for every individual, parenting is something which is very sensitive.
Yes, and with no manual.
With no manual. And if I feel as a parent something is absolutely necessary and this is right, another parent will feel that no, this is absolutely not okay.
Correct.
So
Because
it's a very, very,
each child is different, and I think for each child parenting will be different. So there's no one rule book or one manual which will say that one size fits all.
Yes.
This is it, go do the parenting now. So I feel, because I'm also a parent, I feel every day I'm learning, I'm evolving, because the kind of childhood we had is, and I think every generation faces this, it's not just we are doing anything great. There's always a difference, and we try to be more adapted to it. We want to be more connected to our children. We try to build this gap or bridge so that we get little more open with our kids. They can have open conversation with us, and that's the best, I think each parent tries to do it. But one thing you just mentioned, that your two kids are little different and they are on a different journey.
very different.
When like मैं जब अभी जाती हूँ घर पे, तो I have only one child, but building में घुसते ही what happens is all kids come to me and they start telling me about stories about what happened, इसने ये किया, उसने वो किया, and ultimately they feel because I'm a teacher, I have answers to all their questions and I become the referee. So I try to resolve it and then I go to my home. And at times when the situation is very intense and they are, all kids are little charged up, I feel अगर घर पे ये situation होता तो क्या ही करती मैं. It is a full-time job of a referee if you have two kids. Do you experience that?
Every day. Every day.
And how do you handle it? Because when two individuals are there, somehow we are conditioned in a way that somewhere comparisons do happen, which should not.
Yeah.
Which should not, of course, because two individuals are totally different. But sometimes it do happens. Do you face that challenge at home?
So, about comparisons, I'll take that first. From the beginning, at home, me and my husband, we had that clarity that we will never be comparing our two daughters. So, that clarity has been there. So, till now, I do not remember even one incident or even once that we ever told one daughter that the other one is doing it like this. Because we know it will not work. Somehow we know it will not work. Because they both are so different that they will have their own ways of doing things.
So true.
And the other thing that you mentioned, you have to be a referee. Yes, as a parent, there's no escape to that. If you have two children, you have to be. But how we manage it is that we try and convince, wherever we feel that one person is at wrong, we try and convince that person that you are crossing the boundary of mutual respect here.
Okay. So my question was, how do you manage it without comparisons? Because when two kids are there, it is a big challenge for a parent to handle one particular situation with one child with lot of effort to make sure that there is no comparison.
So, no, I don't think I have ever faced that comparison wala challenge when they are in a conflict. It is always that what is happening and okay, this is what we discussed, that one has to respect the other person. So do you think that you crossed that boundary? And there have been situations where one does not agree that no, I was not at wrong. So you have to live with it. What can you do?
Agree to disagree. Yeah. So this is one of the reason I feel that you are a parent at Sunshine, because one of the philosophies here says that no competition.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like,
That's one of the main reasons. You're right. Because that kind of environment is, I feel, very non-constructive. Because if you are only trying to get one up, and that is what is your focus, then your learning goes at a back end.
correct. And when we say no competition, that means does not mean that we are not building up the competency. We are focusing more on competency, right? When you say you're handling it individually, you're telling them and directing or addressing the issue with one child, you are giving a reflection to that child, and she will correct on her own way. So she will build on her own
Yes.
character and her own competency.
So competition is with your own
Self.
you are trying to improve,
Be better.
get a improved version of your own self. So we do feel that is how it can work, because even at home, as you said, that when two children are absolutely different, they have their different strengths, they have their different weakness, they have different ways to express, that comparison competition will never be healthy.
So you support no competition
Definitely.
philosophy of
Definitely.
us, because even when I came here, I came from a different conditioning, and my child is in a school where the competition plays a very important. So every day he comes back, he has some challenge and he has something, and next day again he comes back with a frowned face. So at home I have to make him understand a lot of things. But when there is no fear of winning and losing, it's only the journey of building your own self, being the better version of yourself. I think it's a very safe space for a child.
Yes.
And
It is that emotional security that they grow up with. I feel that is very important, because otherwise all through your life you are running that rat race.
correct. And now as parents, it's not that only we follow few ideology or principles or philosophies at home. While selecting a school, we definitely choose that option, that what we are doing at home also aligns with what's happening in school, so that our children get a better understanding of what they want to be in future.
So while we as you said, we when we are admitting our child to a school, we try our best that it is aligned with our own philosophy. However, I do feel that there will never be a school which will absolutely match one's philosophy, because that is such a wide thing and will vary from person to person, that no school can really satisfy an individual's entire philosophy. However, you try to get the best match that you can have from the given options. With Sunshine, of course, the focus on no competition is one of the major things that I feel as a parent that has attracted us to the school, and we've been there for a while now. So we feel that kind of environment is really healthy for them. Also, the culture where you are given the freedom to express. So at home also, like you said, how do you make sure that in this age with social media and everything, they are kind, they are empathetic, they have gratitude. So I do feel that that freedom to express in a respectful way is very much the core to all this, because when there will be communication, there will be less problems everywhere. However, I feel these days the challenge we are facing as parents is also that transparency is there. However, that line of respect sometimes is not, it's a very thin line. So you do feel challenged there, that how do you maintain that line where the mutual respect is still maintained. So yeah, it's not so black and white,
Correct.
but you try to fit in where best possible.
As I said, as parents also, because it's not that we were born parents. we with our kids, we all are also
We are
learning
growing.
to
We are
be.
growing every day.
Yes.
And if we so I somehow believe in this philosophy that more than me telling my child, they are observing me.
Correct.
If I am doing what I want them to do, they will automatically learn it. So if I'm preaching what I am not practicing, I feel that it will never get into their head, because I mean, they will be thinking that she's asking me to do this, but she herself is not doing, so that's not the right way to do it. So it is as simple as that. So I try my best that, and then you know what, in the process, because you are trying, that you want to tell them that this is the right way to do it, you yourself are becoming a better person if you are open to it.
Yes, so true. That's being open-minded.
Being open minded, and the freedom to expression comes in here, because we have had occasions where my daughter has come back to me saying, Mama, you were telling me this, now you are doing this.
I face this.
And then as an individual, I do feel ashamed, that, and then I have to apologize. Yeah, I'm so sorry, I should not be doing this. So it's a cycle. It's like, as parents we are growing, but we are trying to tell them what is the right thing, what is, we are trying to inculcate those values. I'll give you a small example. Like if I am cooking food, and if my child tells me that, Mama, it is very nice, or it is not nice today, and if someday my help is cooking it and she's cooking it, I mean, it has come out really nice, and if I say thank you to her there and then in front of them, next time I see them saying that thank you to her.
Small actions, but big change.
Yes, but that mutual respect, that gratitude for what you've got in your plate. So I think these things are more of how, what is there at home, not more, it's not about what you are telling them to do.
Correct.
And I feel similarly here in Sunshine, they are not allowed to leave food in their plates. That's such a good thing to inculcate in them, because it's food. You can't be
Take
wasting
how
it.
much do you want to eat.
Yes, and that will stay with them. They may crib about it, that, oh, I had to eat this, I didn't like this, but then it will stay with them.
Yeah.
So those are certain values that I feel, and I feel all these values that you were mentioning, they come more from what they see around them rather than what we are telling them.
See, that's why what has moved me also after joining Sunshine is the philosophies, like freedom over fear. Of course, you will force them and you will make them do it. There's one way to it, but that they can forget. But if they start understanding why they are doing it, why they are not, like why they are just asked to take how much they want to eat, why they should not waste food, it will stay with them, and habits will slowly be formed,
Formed, exactly.
and that will be a lifelong lesson. It's not something that you forced for some time and you forget it.
Right.
The way we learned it, cities का नाम एक तरफ और क्या, like नागपुर संतरा, रत्नागिरी mangoes, क्यों, why, how, nothing, no explanation asked, we just learned the table and that's it.
Yeah.
But our kids are not like that. They need the why and how for everything. So if we take out that time to discuss with them, teach them, or just explain it to them, it is always better for them.
Yes.
And I feel what's better for them, ultimately it comes back to us, as we are the only ones who which will make our life more easier.
Yeah. Also, in the current times, where with all the technology, with the artificial intelligence, everything coming into picture, I do feel that these values, I mean, it will be more, the foundation will be strong only when they are living more in the real world than in the virtual world. So we do have to see how much is the time they are spending with technology. Of course, there's no way out. You are living in an age where technology is important. There's no way out of it. But then, at till a certain age, one really has to see how much is the time on screen that they're spending.
Correct.
Is that becoming their world? Is that the world they're living in?
So
I mean-
true. And with AI now, everything has become a snap of the moment kind of a thing. I always tell my learners that AI will tell you what you ask, but it will not say what you want to express. So what you want to express should count. So in that counting, all your values, your beliefs, your right and wrong, what you feel is right and wrong should be very strong. So for that, you have to build upon it. And this is the time in school, when they are in school, that's the time when they start building their own character by deciding what kind of a person they want to be. They are evolving. So holding on to the values plays a very important role, I feel now,
Most important.
especially at this age.
Yes.
So I'm so glad we had this conversation, Srishti ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And it was a real pleasure to have this conversation with you. Thank you.
Thank you.